Oh, crap. Okay, well.
Hello, I'm Patrick Stewart.
What is this? What is going
Did you know
on?
that right now over 70 million people have had to leave their
What's
homes
going on
due to
here?
war and disaster?
On my own channel? Oh. Okay. Okay. How do why it ain't come showing? I'm gonna move this over there. It's not giving me what I need. Okay. I ain't go trip. Let's refresh this. Oh, gosh. Alright, refresh. And, what's going on? Hello, welcome to Can Angels Fly, Tarot, and More. I guess the camera's right here. Welcome to Can Angels Fly, Tarot, and More. My name is Nancy. Hopefully you can hear me. I would like to submit my personal plugs right now. I am a professional tarot reader. If you're ever interested in ordering your own personal tarot reading, just contact me at my email. My email is canangelsfly1@gmail.com. Just send me an email stating that you're interested in your own personal tarot reading. Tell me what type you would like, what time you like to commence with your reading, and your geographic location so I can synchronize our time. At that time, I will send you or forward you an invoice from PayPal so that you can make your payment and solidify your appointment with me. I also ask you, if you enjoy this content, please put a like on the video, share my channel with someone, as well as to, what's the last thing, y'all? Why can't I remember? Subscribe to my channel. Once you've subscribed to my channel, remember to click the bell so you'll be notified whenever I go live and or upload a video. Is there anything else? If it's the first time you're watching me, Happy New Year's. Welcome to 2020. I think that's it. No. And if you're interested in submitting a love offering, that is financial support, all you have to do is either, contact me by email and I'll send you a PayPal invoice, or you can just cash at me at $Can Angels Fly Tarot. It's just that easy. I'm going to wait just a few more minutes to see if the health of the live stream corrects itself. I can't even tell today what's going on. I really can't. Oh, there you go, 1, 2. I see you now. I don't know what's going on. Maybe my, how can I make it smaller? No, my board is normal. Don't open up anything. Okay. Maybe I should move this back. Oh, I opened up something, y'all, by mistake on my board. It shouldn't show for y'all, but it's going to show for me. Once it pops open, it's going to disturb me. Today, you can see the title is Get Rich or Die Trying. And so we're going to talk about new paradigm living a little bit. I don't know how it's going to go, but it is a subject matter that I want to cover a little bit. Just a late night discussion, basically. I'm going to take a little medication for this ongoing, yep, it's opening up in the background. Hot diggity doggone it. The grandbaby done woke up acting a fool. Oh, Lord have mercy. She better go to sleep or she going home. So I'm going to try to get ahead of the issue tonight. What's going on in y'all life? How is 2020 treating you thus far? Hopefully that'll sustain me for a little while. Should be a few minutes before it kick in. Hopefully I don't get sleepy. I don't think it make me sleepy, but I don't know. I usually take it before I go to bed. So, what is it? Does it say pain reliever, fever reliever? Oh, daytime non-drowsy. That's good for severe cold symptoms. Okay, that's a good thing. Let me see if I can find my way back. Oh, hi, it's a lot of y'all in here. Hey, how are you? KT, Yanni, how y'all doing? Yanni, are you working or are you at home chilling? I had a birthday on Monday. Well, happy belated birthday, KT. How old are you now? Yeah, that baby acting a fool. Okay, let's see where I should start. Now, I guess relative to financial stability, I guess I can say. Now that we're into the new paradigm, what I was saying, relative to financial or sustaining one's life, now that we're in a new paradigm, it is being suggested, tell you when I see you. When you see me, where we going to meet at? You got to tell me ahead of time so I can prepare. So I know what to wear. Excuse me. That each individual should be self-sufficient. That we should be. The common term is being used, that's being used as sovereign. We should be sovereign. Meaning we should be able to sustain ourselves. If you follow me, you know what I like to do. I like to read definitions. So I'm going to read the definition for self-sufficiency. Oh, how old are you? Yes, how old are you? You just had a birthday. While you're typing that out, I'm going to read the definition of self-sufficiency. Because self-sufficiency is now parallel to being sovereign. Self-sufficiency is defined as able to supply one's own or its own needs. Not said, the definition says needs, not wants, but needs, without external assistance. Another definition for self-sufficiency is having extreme confidence in one's own resources, power, etc. And the third and final definition for self-sufficiency is able to provide for or support oneself without the help of others. Now that's self-sufficiency. So get rich or die trying. Now, if one wants to be self-sufficient, they have to be proactive in this world, wouldn't you say? So this person would have to end up being somebody that has readily available resources that they can invest and pull dividends back off of or interest back off of, in order to be self-sufficient and not have to depend on another, like an employer or something like that. Another way a person can become self-sufficient or sovereign is to be a seller of something, selling a product or some merchandise or service, or to market services, products, and things like that. But that being said, a person can truly be self-sufficient if they are what? An entrepreneur, or have that entrepreneurial spirit. But what a person will have to watch closely or regulate about themselves is the need to what? Be a consumer. A person that makes a lot of purchases, or is a shopper, or a user, or somebody that wants to just enjoy the pleasures of the physical world. They would have to watch that. All of the buying and things. Chilling, exhausted. Well, that means that's good. You can go fall asleep listening to me. That's right. That's how it's supposed to be done. You're supposed to exhaust your energy. And that is it. And then refuel over the night and get started again. And so, my question to you is, who are you? Are you more of a consumer, or are you more of an entrepreneur? This is an important question to be able to answer about yourself now that we're in a new paradigm. Because the new paradigm, remember, and we can say its motto surrounding self-sufficiency is to be sovereign. So most of us may just try to get rich or die trying. Now, I ain't got no order to this, y'all. Just, let's see. Let me offer you at this time some synonyms relative to being an entrepreneur. Synonyms to the term entrepreneur can be being adventurer, we'll say adventurous. And that's a good word, because adventurous really aligns with or resonates with the sign of Sagittarius in astrology. And Sagittarius right now is very spotlighted and highlighted. Move forth in your life being adventurous. So, anyway, let me digress. Go back to the synonyms for the word entrepreneur. Being adventurous. Risk taker. Defying the status quo. Being daring. Maybe even a gambler. How would a person be a gambler relative to moving to become self-sufficient or sovereign in this new age, during this new paradigm? Well, a person might take a risk, like if they quit their job to be their own boss, to sell a product or to market a product or a service. You know, that's risky, because there's no guarantee that you're going to get the clientele or the sales, necessary to do what? Sustain your life. Another way a person would be being adventurous or taking a risk or gambling with their sense of worldly security is by investing the money that they have saved or they have access to. Investing that money into what? A product or service, hoping to be able to sell it, or to build up clientele. I knew you was coming soon as I sat down. Don't make a word. Don't get in my camera frame. Okay. Every time. Tell your baby to be quiet. All right. Okay. So I had posed a question. Who are you? Do you possess the entrepreneurial spirit? Or are you a person that is more like a person that like follows the status quo, following the old structure, the old way of doing things? What does that consist of? What has it looked like? It has looked like working a 9 to 5 and giving somebody your energy and performing some works on their behalf, and they cut you a check or give you a salary or wage or whatever. Now, some synonyms for being a person that kind of just stays within the status quo or follows the predetermined plan is some words could be like playing it safe or being content with what has been. Now that we moved into the new paradigm, did this baby just fall? It's 11 o'clock at night. I started because she had went to sleep, y'all. And she acting a fool. That's a shame. This baby crazy. Babies. Okay. This baby get on my nerve. New paradigm. New paradigm living. The old way of doing things, of earning money, earning bread and butter. Uh, it can be dangerous at this time. As many of us know, the old social constructs are breaking down. A person can go to a job one day, work a full day, go home to recoup overnight, and go back, and the job is shut down without notice. It is turned down, spin down, etc., etc. Just over this previous holiday, the Christmas and New Year's holiday of 2019, I know a few businesses, I could say fairly major businesses, that shut down over the holiday, told the employees at the last minute. That was the old way, the old paradigm. They were going to work, loyal employees, going to make their bread so that, oh, let me go. Make their money so they could buy their butter and bread. By the close of the holiday, they were told that, they wouldn't be called back. No forewarning. And then last week, received legal documentation in the mail that same place was filing bankruptcy. And they were also filing bankruptcy on those employees. I guess the employees didn't get all their money. And so they're filing what they owe some of these employees on their bankruptcy, which means these people that followed the status quo won't get their money. The new paradigm suggests, or is calling, that people be self-sufficient, sovereign, in what? What's the definition? Where it at? They throw me all off, y'all. Let's ride the wave with me. Self-sufficiency again. The definition. Able to provide for or support oneself without the help of others. Or having extreme confidence in one's own resources, powers, etc. And last but not least, a person being able to supply one's own or its own needs without external assistance. These people that I speak of that worked for a particular establishment were not able to be. The baby's singing now. What time is it? I'm trying to stay calm, y'all, because this baby gonna make me mad. I'm gonna fall out with the grandbaby. Anyway, they weren't able to independently depend on themselves, or solely depend on themselves to address their personal needs. They tried to play it safe. They went, they followed the status quo, the old traditional way of earning the money in order to buy the bread and butter. But due to the changes that have taken place and are taking place as we have entered into the new paradigm, have left them without the means to provide for themselves. Interesting thing. So there is a danger at this time, once again, of not being able to be self-sufficient or sovereign. Let me see what else I can go to. So there's pros and cons. Let me say, okay. Then that's the con. But then there's a pro to still adhering to the old way of doing things, working at 9 to 5. For some, there's still some security. It just depends, like, in which career area a person is. There are certain jobs that will be here most likely for the long haul. And they are well-established jobs, like working for the different branches of government. But for people that are, let me try to break it down and not be so formal. The place that I'm talking about was a high-end restaurant. And when the restaurant, obviously, the person that owns the restaurant was, doing a self-sufficiency thing. They were being sovereign. They were the boss. They are the entrepreneur. But due to the economy and the patronism to their establishment, I guess the intake was not greater than the financial output or investment they had to make in their business. And so, first they downturned, meaning they let people go. Those people that depended on them, probably fell into some hardship. Then it kept going on. Things didn't get better. So now they had to close the whole establishment and file bankruptcy to try to regroup and start again. Why am I retelling that tale again? Because not even being sovereign does not guarantee that you will be able to provide all of your physical needs. It does not. It is a risk. An entrepreneur, an adventurous person, they take risk. And it's also not a guarantee for a person that's trying to follow the status quo, to follow the tried and true, the plan, the safety net. It's not guaranteed for them as well, as we've entered into this new paradigm. And at the same time, it just depends on how you're relating to this story, this storyline of life and in this world at this time. It can be, for some, a security blanket, again, to work for particular jobs. It can be beneficial to some to be an entrepreneur, and it can pan out to be worth it or beneficial to take a risk, to be self-sufficient, sovereign. I don't know if it makes sense. I'm gonna try to get back in there and find ride the wave, y'all. I'm gonna try. We're gonna see. I wish I could play some music. It seems so blah, blah. So let me see. Get rich or die trying. Let me see what I'm doing. There are some astrological signs I like you to keep at the forefront of your mind. And one of the astrological signs is Uranus, and the other one is Saturn. Why do I want you to keep these two astrological signs at the forefront of your mind as I talk about getting rich and die trying? It is because since we enter into the new paradigm, Uranus is going to cause sudden events that enlighten us to discrepancies, to flaws in our system, our construct. And it can break things down, like it broke those people that were working at that restaurant, broke their whole world apart. And then Saturn is that structure that was destroyed, their job. And Saturn says, okay, if you want to get back on your feet, you got to, reorganize yourself. And until you can get it together again, until you can get things built back up, you got to be so rigid and tight with your money. You got to be on a budget and things like that. See, we're going to be getting, in order to get rich, we might be dying as we try. But I'm going to stop there. Uranus and Saturn are major influences as we enter the new paradigm. Let's see. We have talked about the next subject matter on my channel, but I must bring it back up for this live stream. And it is the various social constructs that create our overall world structure. What are they? Illness is a world construct. Government is a world construct. Education, family, technology, deviance, gender, race, femininity and masculinity, organized religion, and marriage. These are 11 primary constructs that create our overall structure, world structure. Now, it's something, I want to talk about one thing that seems to move throughout all of these intertwining constructs I just talked about. And I just want to interject this here so I don't forget. And what I want to talk about is currency. Currency. Money. Getting rich or die trying. The definition of currency from my perspective, not www.dictionary.com, but for me. Currency is the primary means used to determine the distribution of all life-sustaining resources. Why is currency important? It is because the currency, the amount of money you can get, determines just how much of the life-sustaining natural resources you can buy or access from our system, or the various constructs and their subdivisions in our system. If you ain't got no money, you don't eat. If you don't got no money, you ain't gonna get health care. So we move to get rich or die trying. So currency is constantly flowing. How do we get our currency? Well, it's so many ways. Some of us are what? We talked about it. We're entrepreneurs and we make our money that way. Other people are workers and they get their money that way. Other people are hustlers and they get their money or their currency that way. Then there are other people that win the lottery or win some what they call it, a windfall, and they get their money that way. Other people inherit life insurance and real estates and other the forms of estates and things like that. They get their money, their currency, and they can buy into what they need to sustain their life. Everything from food to water to shelter. Everything, including the everything like food, water, shelter, clothes, transportation, etc., etc. And not just those things is what I was trying to back up and say. It also, the amount of currency you can get determines the quality of the things you can acquire. Get rich, die trying. We have moved into the new paradigm. And so it's important to understand, I guess I can say, finances or economics during the new paradigm, because this is what I coined, new paradigm living. Now that we're in the new paradigm, let me see now. As we have entered into the new paradigm and beginning to do this new paradigm living, we have to understand something that I don't think we understand. Let me see. Is that we talked about, remember, all of those 11 social constructs, all those individual constructs that create the overall world construct, right? Construct. But inside of that, there are also, for each one of those social constructs we talked about, illness, government, education, family, technology, deviance, gender, race, masculinity, femininity, organized religion, marriage. Let's focus on one right now. And the one construct we're going to focus on is government. Government is not just simple, it's very complex. As just the construct of government has 15 departments. There are 15 departments to government. I'm going somewhere with this, y'all. We're going to get rich or die trying. In the U.S. Department of Government, 15 branches or so are agriculture, commerce, defense, education, energy, health and human services, homeland security, housing and urban development, veterans affairs, energy, transportation, labor, commerce, interior, justice, and the treasury. It also says state, but I have to go look at that again. I'm going to whoop this baby butt. I'm going to whoop this baby. She up laughing at 12 o'clock. What time is it? 12 o'clock. Went to sleep and woke up laughing. and acting a fool. Throwing her granny off. I'm going to turn up. So anyway, y'all. Why am I bringing it up? I don't know. Because she threw me off. So we talked about the various constructs. Now we're focusing on one. Why are we focusing on one? Let me see. The reason why I want to focus on one is because, hot dang it, baby. I want to focus on one. I focus on the government. Once in the government, I'm just ready to fight now. Oh, you want to go downstairs to get some? Huh? Is she crying or how's my plane? What they tell them shut the hell up? Can't you freaking think?
Mama said be quiet.
Oh, thank you. I could have done that. Okay. I forgot where I was gonna go, y'all. I really have. I'm ready to act a fool. I'm ready to act a fool because they got on my nerve. Okay. So, anyway, y'all. We talked about the 11 social constructs that create the overall world construct. We start focusing on one of those constructs, which is the government. And we focus just on the government. I focus just on the government to show that it's not simple. It's even just that sector of government is complex because it has so many other branches within it. And I wanted to talk about that because, God dang, where was I going with it? They threw me off so bad. Number one, you know it's a budget, right? That was the primary concern, I think, last year, at the end of year before last, and the beginning of last year, that the government has shut down. The government has shut down because they couldn't agree on how to spend the budget. What is the budget for? The budget is distributed between all of the, I hope they don't throw me off no more. It is distributed between all of the social constructs in this world. The social constructs have to be maintained. And the way to maintain those 11 primary social constructs is to, number one, have employees. And number two, to give it funding so it'll run. Why is this important? It is important because now that we have moved into the new paradigm, now that the astrological alignments have occurred that suggest to us that the old social structure is being, many say, destroyed. I say revised, reformed, modified, updated, upgraded, redrafted, and overhauled. That means that budget that I'm speaking of that has to fund our whole construct is what is being amended. It's amended. That's a good word. It's being amended. So what I want to do now, because they didn't pull me off, y'all. Thank you for your patience. Is I want to go to a website. So y'all not going to see me. Please like, share, and if you haven't already subscribed, we are studying in order to understand what will soon happen in the future in our individual lives as well as globally. Some of us, many of us, may be trying to get rich and die trying. But we gonna see. See, we gonna know ahead of time, so we ain't going nowhere. Oh, let me start here. I'm gonna go here first. So y'all not gonna see me. I'm back here dilly-dallying. I'm about to bring up a website, but I can't look at y'all and bring up the website at the same time. So give me a minute. It's a fairly long type. And so as soon as it come up, I'm going to type it in. Then y'all will see the page. And none of these websites that I show on my channel belong to me. They are for teaching, and teaching and learning tools. You know, hopefully this go right, y'all. Y'all know I can't read my own writing. It's a shame. Uh-oh. I hope I type. It's a shame to type a whole string and get something wrong and have to start all over again. So I'm trying to take my time, y'all. All right, y'all. Oh, I hope this is right. Let's see. Is it gonna work or did I do it wrong? Come on, come on, come on, come on. All right, y'all. Why is it not coming up? I'm waiting a few seconds. Do I have to have it on? Hold on, y'all. Maybe I have to have a window open with it as well. Hold on. Oh, maybe I didn't. Is that supposed to be AAP? I know doggone well. Oh my God. That's probably the god dang on problem. Hold on, y'all. Y'all up tonight. That mean y'all got time. Oh, that's the wrong goddamn thing, y'all. What is that? Hold on, y'all. I'm having technical difficulties. Shame, shame, shame. What is going on? Okay, I'ma chill. Have I froze? Y'all give me a minute. I'm gonna let the computer catch up because something is not doing what it's supposed to do. And now I just can't do nothing. It said dropped. Oh. Okay, let me see. Nope, it's not letting me do anything. I can't even move. And I don't know how to. Hold on, y'all. I'm so upset right now. I hate stopping live streams. Let's see, live stream, YouTube, Age of 5, New Paradigm, Live and Get Rich or Die Trying. 37 minutes is still ticking. It has viewers, but it says something is dropped. Split X, let's see. Y'all, I'm trying to look at what's going on in the back. Console, live stream. Let's see. This is unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm not going to end. Before I end that, I'm going to try again. Nope, it won't allow me to do it. Oh. Lord have mercy. I can't do nothing with the board now. So I'm assume I am. Oh my God. Life is so beautiful. And then you die. How you spell? I don't even know. Can't even think. I don't know. Maybe that's right. Well, thank y'all for y'all patience. If you are being patient, because it's not allowing me to do anything. That's insane. I don't know how to. There's nothing that I can do with it. Oh Lord, can I just remove it? Nope. Let's see if I push escape. I can't do it. Delete doesn't work. Escape doesn't work. It say F me. Nope. Can't do it. Okay, all I can do, y'all, is restart my Yep, I gotta restart it. So hopefully, you know, when I come back, y'all will be here. Just come back in and I'm gonna try to finish, but no other way.